Today I want to explain how to properly use Radiant items. Today I'm going to give you a guide to climb for set 5.5. So an overview is Radiant items are a big power spike that were just introduced into set 5.5 as a new mechanic. There are currently a lot of tier lists out there, and I will not be ranking them through this PowerPoint, but rather I'll help you decide when you should take what Radiant item and which Radiant items you should avoid in different situations. So below I have screenshots of Sox's tier list. I'm not saying it's 100% correct or not. I'm just going to link it below in the description if you're interested in his suggestions. So understanding the problem. Radiant items have problems as they really force you to determine what you need in a comp. By the time with 3/6, you should really have 2 to 3 full items, and here's how I break it down. If you have 2 to 3 carry items, consider getting a tank item, and if you have 2 to 3 tank items, consider getting a supportive or carry item. But if you have 2 to 3 supportive items, consider getting a carry item. So let me do some clarification. Here are some clarifications of the item classes I did. Carry items on the left, support middle, tank on the right. Although some of these can be argued, this is just a general idea of what you should consider as a carry, support, or tank. And if you are more visual learner, here is about the flow of the game and just basically what I said from before. So today we're going to do a lot of situational case studies if you don't mind. So in the first situation, we're going to look at carry item slams with Noobowl, a current rank 1 NA player, and here on stage 3-5 he slams 2 carry items, and let's see what Radiant item he takes here. So here I just took a screenshot of 3-5 situation. He's MF2 with 2 full carry items and a loose tier cloak on the bench. Here he needs to, you can notice that his Hecarim is very weak, that he forces it to go on the second row and it lets Thresh tank first. Here, what would you pick and why? So this is exactly the 2 to 3 carry item situation, and now Noobowl needs to start building a frontline. If you look back at my clarification, the only frontline item within his shop is Warmog's Pride, and that's exactly what he takes. So good job, Noobowl. You're rank 1 for a reason. Going on to situation 2. Situation 2 is you have tank item slams, and what should you do in this situation? So look at Al3XEm. So previous rank 1 EUW player, and stage 3-5 he slammed a Bramble, Hodge, and a Death Cap. Let's see what Radiant item he takes here. So here Al3XEm is preparing to build a 6 Sentinel comp with Hodge, Slam, Bramble, and Death Cap. You notice he has a loose sword, but he's starting to try and prepare to build his perfect Lucian items. So here in his shop he has a mix of tank utility and support items, but if you want to play Lucian, you need to have a lot of AD, and that's why with this frontline unit items he already slammed, he's willing to take the Deathblade, in which he does. Good job, Alex. Moving on to situation 3. Situation 3, we have support item slams. We look at Pockygum, a strong NA tournament player, and at stage 3-5 he slams 1 support item and has a very strong front line. Let's see what he does and which Radiant item he takes. So here Pockygum, very you can't even see his cam, but very nice guy, has a very strong board right now with 6 Sentinels, Riven 2, and 3 offensive items on his bench. What does he take here? So he has a Redemption, a support item slammed, and a lot of offensive items on the bench. Pockygum on a win streak takes the Sunfire Cape, a tank item, to make sure he continues to win further rounds and win streaks. So good job, Pocky. You took the tank item out here. Stoneplate is not that strong, does not provide the anti-heal he needs. While Deathblade is also a good answer, he has a lot of AP focused items on his bench, so it might not be a good idea to take Deathblade. And he also considered taking Dragon's Will, but since he scouted previously and did not see a lot of AP in the lobby, he decided to go with Sunlight Cape. Good job, Pocky. What a choice. Thank you. I know this video was a short one, but I hope you enjoyed my situations and I hope it helps you in future games. What you really need to take out from this video is it's really important to have a balance between the items. In order to win as many games as possible, you need to have a balance of, offensive items while having a very strong front line to protect it from. So remember, if you have a lot of tank, get carried. If you get a lot of carry items, get a tank item. So thank you for watching the video. If you're interested, my next videos would be why should you play A-Bomb every game, who's the best unit in the game right now, and an analysis on the top 5 comps in the meta. What do you want to see next?